10/1 October 2020, and 2020's really been a year. And I can tell you, all my friends, here's the Dow up 35 points on the day. It did clear up above the 10-week simple moving average. S&P 500 cleared and tried to get up there above that weekly moving average as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at these on a daily level. We're above the 50-day moving average and we cleared it, okay? So that's the good thing. Now remember, I'm showing you this now before the jobs report in the morning. U.S. jobs report due out in the morning. Here is the gap up. So we have some nice things happening here with the gap up in the NASDAQ composite. Yeah, we do. But now don't get too overconfident. A lot of things can happen tomorrow. Believe me. NASDAQ 100 update right now. Nice gap up higher. Sold down. The thing about it is that I am very sophisticated on how many corrections we've had over the number amount of years. This particular one, I'll talk about it here in a minute on the S&P. Russell 2000, small cap, at resistance at the 50-day. OEX, S&P 100, gap up above, following along with the S&P. TQQ, bull, ET up, well above, back above the 50-day with the daily buy signal. How about that, everybody? TECL, another ET up, tech related. Look at that, nice gap, nice move. Now, let's go back to the S&P. Now, let me tell you something about these last corrections that we had. We breached a very, very long-term trend channel in the S&P. And it's really nice to see that the S&P has a daily buy signal on it. And that is great for the bulls, and that it cleared the 50-day moving average. Now, that jobs report is going to come out. I'm going to pull the S&P up here on a monthly chart since we're talking about it. And it's all going to be one thing that I'm going to point out. When we take a look at what that drawdown was in September, and we take a look at that very long-term trend channel, over multiple years, the amount of correction that we had was bigger than we had in the last 24 corrections that were right on the money. I know it's ironic as it is. And not only that, we have a lot of data coming out tomorrow, and we've had a nice rally for quite a while above the 10-month moving average, and then we had the September overbought and had to come down, and there we are. And it does have that. So when we look at these time frames that we're in with volatility, let it be known that right now the market doesn't care about it doesn't care about a stimulus package. It doesn't. But I can tell you Main Street cares about it. Everyday folks that are suffering, and they're suffering hard, and they do need help, but they're not getting it. Now, the stock market, well, it's a different beast. And when people see those gains going up and fear of missing out, listen, it's always going to be good. But we have a lot of overhead resistance, and we have a lot of volatility. And there could be another bigger downside that would complete not the pullback that we had in September, but a real correction. And a real correction is where you go down in that trend channel to much lower areas and you wash out all of the buyers, and then you have a great monster rally. Oh yeah. And that is the kind of bottom that could still happen in October. And I'll be, once again, updating all our traders. And if you're watching a video, then fine. And if you want to be involved with this, that's fine. And you need help, that's fine. So no matter what, you're going to come out a winner. If you want to learn things you've never seen before, that is what you really need. Now, let's get back. Jobs report in the morning. It's going to be volatile. Now, listen to this. They want a stimulus bad enough, then you would have to have a really hardcore market sell down or a big miss in the jobs number tomorrow. The bargaining chip that the markets have with Wall Street is if the markets go down harder, maybe it'll force those people to make a decision to help all them people in need. Tomorrow morning, jobs report's going to be released. We've come up off of the bottom from the pullback in September. October, parts of October can be extremely rocky, believe me. So we're not out of the woods. The good thing about October, generally you wash out the bulls and then you have a big monster rally in part of October that everybody thought that couldn't happen. Well, if we get the right kind of news and the right kind of combination out of Washington and a lot of other factors to remove the uncertainty, this bull market could keep going. But we need to clear the hurdles. So, right now, stay on standby. The jobs number, what a new bull market would look like, how to trade the election, how to be safe, how to manage risk, but more importantly, how to make money. Get into the live trading room, the #1 alert service, live